In a small town, there was a boy named Jake. He was 10 years old and lived with his grandmother. His parents had passed away when he was very young, and he did not have many friends. Jake was a kind boy, but he was often alone. After school, he would walk home quietly while other children played together. Sometimes, he sat under a big oak tree in his backyard, looking at the sky, dreaming of having a best friend. One rainy afternoon, while walking home from school, Jake heard a soft crying sound near a bush. Curious, he stopped and looked closely. Under the bush, he saw a small, thin puppy shivering in the cold rain. The puppy had big brown eyes and white fur, which was now dirty. It looked weak and scared. Jake felt sorry for the puppy. He took off his jacket and carefully wrapped the puppy in it. "Don't be scared," he whispered. "I'll take care of you." Jake ran home with the puppy in his arms. When he reached his house, his grandmother saw him and smiled. "Who is this little one?" she asked. "I found him in the rain. He was alone and cold," Jake said. "Can we keep him?" His grandmother looked at the puppy and then at Jake's hopeful eyes. She nodded. "Yes, but you must take care of him." Jake was so happy. He dried the puppy with a towel and gave him some warm milk. The puppy drank it quickly and wagged its tail. "I will call you Buddy," Jake said, hugging the puppy. From that moment, Jake and Buddy became best friends. Buddy followed Jake everywhere. When Jake woke up in the morning, Buddy was already at his door, waiting. They walked to school together, and when Jake entered the school gates, Buddy waited outside until school was over. In the evenings, they played in the backyard. Buddy loved running around, and Jake laughed as he chased him. At night, Buddy slept beside Jake's bed, his small body warm and comforting. One day, some boys at school teased Jake. They laughed at his old shoes and small lunch. Jake felt sad and walked home quietly. When he reached home, Buddy ran to him, wagging his tail. Jake sat under the oak tree and sighed. "You are my only true friend, Buddy," he said. Buddy licked Jake's hand as if to say, "I will always be here." One evening, Jake and his grandmother went to the market. Buddy stayed at home, lying on the porch. Suddenly, he heard a noise from the back of the house. He stood up, ears alert. A man was trying to open the back door, Buddy growled. The man stepped closer, thinking no one was watching. But before he could break in, Buddy barked loudly and ran towards him. The man panicked. He tried to push Buddy away, but Buddy bit his sleeve and pulled hard. The man lost balance and fell. At that moment, a neighbor heard the barking and ran to see what was happening. Seeing someone coming, the thief got up and ran away. The neighbor checked the house and found that nothing was stolen. When Jake and his grandmother returned, the neighbor told them everything. "You have a brave dog," the neighbor said. Jake hugged Buddy tightly. "You saved our home. You are the best dog in the world." Buddy wagged his tail happily. After that night, everyone in town knew about Buddy. People admired how he had protected Jake's home. Even the boys who had teased Jake before now respected him. One day, Jake was walking in the park when one of the boys, Tom, came to him. "Hey Jake," Tom said, "I heard about Buddy. He is amazing." Jake smiled. "Yes, he is my best friend." "Do you want to play soccer with us?" Tom asked. Jake was surprised. No one had invited him before. He looked at Buddy, who wagged his tail as if saying, "Go ahead." "Okay," Jake said happily. From that day, he made new friends. But no matter how many friends he had, Buddy was always his most loyal one. Years passed. Jake grew taller, and Buddy became a big, strong dog. They still did everything together. One winter, Jake got very sick. He had a high fever and could not get out of bed. Buddy stayed beside him, refusing to leave his side. He did not eat much and only moved when Jake needed something. Jake's grandmother noticed this. "Buddy loves you more than anything," she said. After a few days, Jake got better. He sat up and hugged Buddy. "You're my best friend. and I will always take care of you," he promised. Buddy wagged his tail and licked Jake's face. Their bond was unbreakable. Many more years passed, and Jake grew into a young man. He went to college but always came home to see Buddy. Though Buddy was older now and walked slower, he was still as loyal as ever. One evening, Jake sat beside Buddy under the big oak tree. "You changed my life," he said. "I was lonely, but you stayed with me. You're the best friend anyone could ask for." Buddy rested his head on Jake's lap, his eyes full of love. No matter how much time passed, their loyalty to each other never changed. And so, the boy who once had no friends found a friend for life. A friend who proved that true loyalty never ends.